Authorities have identified a man called Tyler Robinson as the suspect in connection with the assassination of conservative activist Charlie Kirk. The 22-year-old Utah native was turned into custody after family friends reported him to local and federal authorities. Utah Governor Spencer Cox thanked the suspect's family for, quote, doing the right thing.
We got him. On the evening of September 11th, a family member of Tyler Robinson reached out to a family friend who contacted the Washington County Sheriff's Office with information that Robinson had confessed to them or implied that he had committed the incident.
Officials have confirmed that they've received over 7,000 leads and tips from the public, which have helped them inch closer to Robinson's capture. Earlier, the FBI released CCTV footage showing Robinson jumping off the roof of a building close to where Kirk was hosting his event and fleeing the scene. On Friday, U.S. President Donald Trump first broke the news in an interview on live television, calling it a significant breakthrough in the investigation. NATO's top military officer launched a new operation, dubbed Eastern Sentry, on Friday to better defend its eastern flank against threats from Russia and Belarus. The announcement comes just a few days after the alliance's eastern member state, Poland, suffered a Russian drone incursion. The attack marked the first time NATO territory came under threat since Russia launched its all-out invasion of Ukraine in February 2022.
We will defend every inch of NATO territory, every inch of Allied territory, all 32 allies. And whatever the intent was behind this, yes or no, and whether it was a mistake or not, we are still looking into that. It was reckless, it was unacceptable. These are Russian drones, and it is extremely serious what happened last Wednesday.
The incident arose as the Kremlin carried out an attack on a Ukrainian town bordering Poland on Wednesday. Warsaw said it had scrambled its air defenses to thwart what it said were more than a dozen violations of its airspace, accusing Moscow of further destabilizing the region. U.S. Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth, in a call with his Polish counterpart, stressed that Warsaw can count on Washington's full support.
The UK's Prince Harry arrived in Kyiv to visit wounded soldiers at the Superhuman Centre. This is his second time in Ukraine during the war. Beforehand, he made a stop in Lviv to visit an orthopedics centre. Harry, a British veteran, is the founder of the Paralympic Invictus Games, which Ukraine hopes to host in 2029. His visit comes days after stopping by to see his father, King Charles, who is currently battling cancer.
Israel's Prime Minister signed an agreement to push ahead with a controversial settlement plan that cuts across land Palestinians hope would form a future state. The E1 settlement plan links settlements in East Jerusalem to a settlement block in the occupied West Bank.
אנחנו אמרנו, לא תקום מדינה פלסטינית ואכן לא תקום מדינה פלסטינית.
The plan dashes hopes held by Palestinians that they would create their own future state by cutting the West Bank into two parts. It's been called a red line for many European countries and is illegal under international law. The scheme received final planning approval, allowing authorities to move ahead with its construction after a ceremony on Thursday.
All the brown here is the Palestinian.
Netanyahu has defended the E1 plan as vital for Israel's security and its right to build near Jerusalem.
Israeli continuity at the heart of the West.
Brazil's former president Jair Bolsonaro has been sentenced to 27 years and 3 months in prison for attempting to mount a coup after losing the 2022 election. Bolsonaro, who denied wrongdoing, was convicted of trying to stay in power despite losing to his left-wing rival in the race. Prosecutors found him guilty on 5 counts, including attempting to murder his rival Lula da Silva. 4 out of 5 judges found him guilty in a sentence that is expected to prompt backlash from the US government and has sparked protest in the Latin American country. The former president said through his lawyers he would attempt to appeal the conviction, which they called excessive. Despite his legal troubles, Bolsonaro, who has been put under house arrest, remains a powerful political player in Brazil.